Lech Lecha, Perek Yud Beis. Page Yud Beis. Okay, we're going to start the second paragraph of Yud Beis. Alter Rebbe is discussing this whole concept of Bris Milah is because Hashem wants everything in the world should be fixed and made better. So Hashem made a person imperfect, that the person should perfect himself through Bris Milah. Like it says, Hashem made raw food, and you have to bring home the raw food and you have to cook it. And he says that between one level and another level needs to be a parsa, which is a curtain that separates. But he says there's many different types of curtains. There's a curtain that's ben Kodesh lo Kadoshim and Kodesh, between the Holy of Holies and the Holies. Then there's a Mavdal ben Kodesh lo Chol. And now he says, this is what we started yesterday, we're continuing again. There's two levels even in weekday. One is Chol Gamor, Chol is the Nega, the Kala, Koda, Lakaya. There's one level of Chol which is mundane. Rabbi is what's called Chulin, Shenas al Taras HaKej, which is Chol Shemayit. We learned yesterday, there are certain people that ate even everyday food on the same level of Kedusha and purity like Truman and Hegdish, which is the level of Chol HaMeid. So you have regular Chol, and then you have what's called Chol HaMeid, which is also Chol, but it's holier than regular Chol. What does it mean, Al Taras HaKedesh, that even in the level of Chol, there's also felt a little bit of Kedusha? You have one level of Chol, the lower level of weekday, which is just weekday. Then you have the level that you can feel some Kedusha. By keeping Shabbos properly, there's a revelation of Shabbos in the 6 days of the week for the Kedusha of Shabbos. How? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, get the Kedusha from the Shabbos before it. And the next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, already, like we learned many times, the week in Torah is sometimes Shabbos is in the middle. You have the first 3 days before Shabbos, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Shabbos is the middle of the week. And then you have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday get the Kedusha from the Shabbos before. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, when we start saying the small L'chun Ranana, is the Kedusha of the Shabbos afterwards. And he said, and this level of Shabbos comes into the Yidden in the 6 weekdays from the Kedusha of Shabbos. Meaning, what does that mean? That Shabbos affects the entire week. There's Kol Masayim B'Chol, that everything they do on the weekday should be Chulin Shanasa Taras HaKodesh, should be similar to the level of Chulin that it's done with Kedusha. In other words, the Kedusha of Shabbos should permeate even the weekday. Valzen, I'm going to skip the 2 lines. Valzen, this is what it says. 6 days you should do your work. There has to be 6 days of the week, meaning there has to be this level of chol. Hashem wants to have chol. If not, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be elevating the world if the whole world is holy. So Hashem wants chol, and into the chol we should bring kedusha. What is that? Bringing in the level of Shabbos into the 6 days of the week, or kamei inyan tefillah Shemona Esrei, like the level of Shemona Esrei b'hishtachava when you bow, beginning the first bracha by Meidim. Kamei sheyev shelorim yad lefnei hamelech. It's like the concept you can't pick up your hand in the presence of a king. Uman democha b'mocha kamei malka, meaning a person who makes any movement in the presence of the king. The Gemara says chayiv misa. So he says Hashem wants that there should be chol, and in the chol to bring down the level of kedusha. Ube'emes, and the truth is, it says in the pasuk, Yegir kapecha ki seichel, the work of your hands you should eat, meaning aidei lam mitas melachas, So during the week, to create, like we learned many times. Hashem wants us to copycat him, to copy him. In the 6 days of creation, Hashem created, so therefore he wants us in the 6 days of the week to create. Therefore it says, Sheishis Yamim Tasem Melachtecha. It's a mitzvah. You have to work. Why? Because what does working mean? Creativity. Hashem created, he wants us to create. Shabbos, Hashem stopped creating, so in Shabbos we connect to the level of Hashem, which is above creation. We bring down a new being. And we bring down something new into creation. To be machadish b'tuvi b'maisa b'reishis dafka, and that's what it says. Hashem made a world of chol. In other words, dira b'tachtainim, and we should fix it. We should better it. And like he says, tomisim, the beans, tzrichim tikun, need to be fixed because they're bitter. Raw beans are bitter. Lahapach merilu miska, to be the level of Misha Torah, Erev Shabbos. But the Gemara says a person that works in Erev Shabbos, Yechol b'Shabbos, can eat on Shabbos. Simply the Gemara says, which is totally not understood. The Gemara says, if you cook on Friday, you'll have what to eat on Shabbos. I mean, obviously. But it means if you do the Avoid of the 6 days of the week, then you can have the level of Shabbos. Shabbos, and everything becomes elevated on Shabbos. Ki Shabbos and Menocha b'chinas bittul. Shabbos is the level of rest, and bittul k'mei Shemana Esrei, like Shemana Esrei, which, by the way, Chassidus explains, the Shabbos level of the week is at the time of davening. What Shabbos? Bittul. What's Tefillah? The level of bittul. Okay, v'evsheli is kula Shabbos. It can't be only Shabbos. He says, it can't be kula Shemana Esrei. You know, if Shemana Esrei is the holiest part of davening, the whole davening should be only Shemana Esrei. I mean, the whole davening should be the level of Shemana Esrei. Or, for that matter, if Shabbos is the holiest day of the week, Hashem should make the whole week Shabbos. You know, it's obviously a greater level. But that doesn't work like that. First, it has to be Yemei Chol. First, it has to be weekday. It has to be Sheishis Yamim Tasem Melachtecha. Then, by the way, that's why Hashem didn't create the world first with Shabbos and then 6 days. First the 6 days, then is the level of Shabbos. First you need the Avodah and Chol, and then it could become elevated on Shabbos. And he says, V'tik and Zeh is a level of Milah. That's the whole concept of Bris Milah. Okay? The Alter Rebbe started the Maimer by saying the reason of Milah is to fix things. Because, like the guy asked, the Apikaitis asked, if Hashem is disgusted with the arlo, with the foreskin, Hashem should have made every Jew born circumcised. So he said, no. What did he answer him? There has to be the Avodah fixing. Hashem makes it Chol, and we have to make Chol into Kedusha. And therefore it says, Achanin leinim al Avram, oyeshmei Avram. Therefore, before the bris, his name was Avram. Then after the bris, Hashem changed it to Avraham. What does it have to do with bris milah? Because Av b'chinas reishis agilu yashmiyayin. Av means, like Chochmah is called Av, is the first level. Shumakar Ashba is called b'shem Rav. But but then that level of Kedusha came through the muscle, through the curtain. Because there was still a bris covering it, so to speak. So there was a separation between Kodesh coming into Chol. By day, Hamila, then he became Avraham. Avam Goyim, Loisiv Iskalas Nitzutzis. To add this whole thing of the sparks, that this revelation should be without any covering, without the foreskin. That the spark becomes close. Why wait 99 years for this? He could have given it to him in the very beginning. because he had to reach the almost ultimate level of perfection, and then Hashem told him to do it. Okay, because what's Milah? Milah is Asius Mol Yudke. Right? If you switch Milah, it's Mol Yudke, which is Chachma Bina. Right? Yud is Chachma, Hey is Bina. What's Mol mean? He's Galus, because Mol comes from the word Mamalala, which means to speak. The word Mamalala in Hebrew means to speak. So Mol Yudke means, what did Milah accomplish? To reveal the level of Yudke, Chachma and Bina. Before the Bris Milah, the level higher to come down lower was through a curtain, a masach, a parsa. So therefore it wasn't revealed. What did Bris Milah accomplish? That Mol Yudke, Shadibu Megalas HaChochma. Because what is speech? Speech is revealing. It is HaChochma Yetzes Mikerach HaLapel. For Chochma to go from the potential to the real. Ume'ahelim elagila, from the concealment to revelation. Lochein la'asid lavi, therefore la'asid lavi, it says, as epech halam safa bruda. It's going to be clear language. Like it says, v'ro kol basa yachtiv. Everybody's going to see kipi Hashem dibur. Why? Machma she'gila b'chinas dibur. Then is going to be the level of dibur, which is revelation, which is galus, the level of chochma bina. Okay, so he says like this. What's the inyan of bris milah? Like this, there's a parsa separating one level from the next. What does Hashem want? Should be revealed without the curtain. Right now Hashem made the curtain. He makes chayil. Chayil is blocking kedusha. What does Hashem want us to do to bring kedusha into the chayil? Al taras hakodesh. That's the level of milah, mol, yudke, to reveal the level of yudke. And he says, the gilu is elamaila, is what's called chashmal. Chashmal, in Hebrew, in Ivrit, not in Hebrew, in Ivrit, chashmal means electricity, which they really took, the Gedali Yisroel, against that word, by the way, because chashmal is spoken about in the Merkava of Yecheskel. Kena chashmal means a revelation, like a lightning of Kedusha. Over there it's referring to Kedusha, revelations of Kedusha, and now the use for electricity is like, okay. But it says chashmal, chashmal. Chash means silent, mal means to talk. So, what does chashmal mean? The Shlomo Melech says, Eis lachshes, Eis ledaber, is a time to speak, and it's a time to be quiet from speaking. I know what does chashmal mean. Sometimes it's chash, which means quiet, and sometimes it's mol in the level of gilui. Hanush lepam and bechinas helem. Sometimes it's the level of chochma, sometimes it's the level of helem, like it says yogla chochma shtika. Sometimes, at least you sound smart when you're quiet. As Shlomo Melech says that even a fool, when he's silent, could be appeared to be intelligent, because once a guy talks, they put their foot in their mouth. So he said, but siyagla chochma shtika means that there's a level of chochma that needs not to be revealed. That's why shtika, siyagla chochma shtika. And and also it has to be gilui. So sometimes chochma needs to be hidden. Sometimes you don't need to reveal it. Sometimes it doesn't need to be revealed. And also mol, what does mol also mean? Besides speaking, it also comes with you yoshev mimuli. He's sitting opposite me. What does opposite me mean? Negdi klemet dava shenira. Sometimes it becomes revealed, kilo lenechach einov, as if it's directly in front of him, mimuli. So mol means speech, which is revelation, and also means mimuli, opposite me, that means it's right in front of you. Lamata b'adam atachten. And down here by a person it says, Na'asodem etzalmeinu kidmuseinu. Hashem said, let us make a person in our image and our form. Yesh gam ki mos, therefore, he's saying like this, because in Elokus, there's a level of chash, mal, sometimes it's hidden, sometimes it's revealed. People are created in the image of Hashem. Therefore, what's in the image of Hashem? Covering and gilui. Bris milah, the foreskin, which is the helem, the chosh, and then the bris milah, which is mol. יש גם כי מוסך על העבר, המשפיע שהוא b'chinas ram. There's sometimes a level of ram, which means exalted, hanistaris l'Hashem Elokeinu, the level of chachma and bina. Sometimes that level has to be covered. That's why Hashem made a person with the orla. Not only the physical orla, but like the pasuk says, orla slavavchem. Sometimes there's a covering of the heart. V'aniglas lanu v'neinu, and then there's a level of niglis, being revealed, which is aidei hamila. Through the level of milah, nasa niglas lanu v'neinu. It becomes revealed to us, meaning shagilui ein elabel b'chinas levaneinu, which is the level of Elah. Elah of the having a child. Where does it ultimately become revealed? When you have a child. Lochen kasher nitaysev hey b'Avram. It didn't take away the reish of Avram. It's still Ram. In other words, Avram, if it's talking about now being revealed, so you should take away the level of Ram, which means hidden, exalted. In other words, Avram, before the bris, is a level of Chachma and a level of Ram removed from the world. Helam. Hey made it that it should become revealed through the Milah, right? But he should have made Av-Ham, whatever, without the Reish. What Hashem wanted is the Ram level should be in the Hey, meaning it should be revealed. Mila Gilui. Mila is the level of Gilui. You uncover the limb. Upriya Gilu Yosef. And then the second part of Mila, right? There's two parts. You take away the thicker skin, you cut off, and then the inside skin, the softer one, you do priya, you pull it back. You tear it and you pull it back, which is Amasach Hamavdul, Ben Kodesh L'Chol, which is the separation, the covering between Kodesh and Chol. The Yisrael Chulin Shenas Al Taras HaKodesh, that the Eden should reach a level of Chulin that's done Al Taras HaKodesh, meaning bring Kedusha even into the Chol, Ki B'Shiva Havdalas, because in the 7 Havdalas, you have, even in Havdalah, you say, Amavda ben Kodesh L'Chol ben Ol L'Choshev ben Yisrael L'Amenyim, but the Gemara says in more, because there's Lahavdo ben Atome ben Ator, Eno Anu Emrim, that we don't say. In other words, it says like this, there's really, the Gemara says there's 7 times Havdalas. All that. We don't say all of that. What do we say? Okay. Why? Because you don't need that level of Havdalah between Tomei and Tar, because the Havdalah between Kodesh and Chol was taken off already. So then Tomei for sure is removed, so you don't need to do it.
There's no Havdalah then.
Huh?
So we don't need any Havdalah.
You do. Well, now because every day it starts again.
Well, there's no Masach, there's no covering anymore, there's no Havdalah.
There's still every day, you reach a higher level, so there's no Masach. No? Every day. You put on film once, why do you have to do it again? You did it already yesterday, again. Because every day you start again, so it's
So we should do all 7 every day.
Nobody says, by the etzem aved of the Jew is removing the Havdalah ben Kodesh L'Chol. No, that's in the other Betzem Yem Hazeh. Okay, not too many. My mom. Okay, let's start the next one. Viv da Pareches Lochem. The Pareches should separate between the Kodesh Akadoshim and the Kodesh. Nibetz Chaim Mavor. Sheyesh Parsei Gemara B'Ksubas Ikam. The Gemara in Ksubas says that Yud Gimel Pareches Hayu B'Migdash Sheni. That in the second base of Migdash there were 13 curtains. Zayin Keneged Shadim Pirish Rashi L'Tznius Avida. Okay. It was made for modesty. The curtains, whatever. The Gemara says that in the second base of Mikdash there are 13 coverings, 13 curtains, and Rashi says they were made for tznius. What does it mean? Okay, at night, base of Mikdash was closed. All the gates that had doors were locked at night. Kainim came in the morning. He had the keys. One guy and opened the doors. Like the Mishnah says in Talmud that at night the Beis Hamikdash was locked. Then the gates were open during the day. Then they went in and out through the gates during the day. But they have to be open gates, open covers. Nevertheless, every gate at a pereches, like it says, the 13 were 7 correspond with the 7 gates. So all the gates had this thing for tznius. So what does it mean? Obviously, so he's explaining now. What is this all about? Kine Hazar evalishchis haymuchuvonim negen malchus datzilas. Okay, the Beis Hamikdash, which was Hashem's home down here, obviously it corresponded with Yerushalayim Shemaila, the Beis Hamikdash up there. Okay, so all the things in the Beis Hamikdash corresponded with Malchus of Atzilas and this level and that level and the various different levels. So he says the chambers, the Azara, right, the hallways, and not the hallways, the Azara where and the lichkas, the offices, Muchavanim Kirneged Malchus Datzilas. Kilamayla b'Malchus yesh kol abchina sheba'azara. Malchus at all the levels of the Azara. Right, the rooms where the Kohanim stood and the Yidden stood. Yesh v'gam harabayis. Tov kuf amma. And the Mishnah says harabayis was 500 amas by 500 amas. Like it says in the Zohar Davishlach Lecha. Vinei b'laylo at night. Tarin the Gan Eden stimu. At night, don't ask me what this means, but this is what it says. Then at night, the doors of Gan Eden are closed, are hidden. Stima means closed or hidden. Okamei shani olim sha'orim shari azara. Hagam it says v'atakom b'eid laila. Even though it says they get up at night, it means they're not hidden. They're revealed at night. But in Ter of Levesan, they give support to the family. That's not a real revelation of Elokus. He gives, it's like a guy when he's sleeping. Like a person when they're sleeping. What happens is the body is not functioning properly, right? It's in sleep mode. So all the blood goes back to the heart. And therefore the blood basically is gathered. Of course there's blood all over the body, but not the primary blood. You don't get the primus achayis, therefore you can't see and you can't hear and you can't talk and normally. Only a kiss to the chayis means a little bit of chayis. That's when the external levels are revealed. Meaning this. When a person is functioning, the open pneumistic chayis are open, revealing and functioning. When at night, because the person's in sleep mode, so the chitzenius functions are functioning, not the pneumius. Like the power of eating and digesting in the person, which are bechinas chitzenius, which are external powers. I'll explain in a second. Compared to the koyach haseichel midas ri and shmiya. Okay, the nefesh has functions. Yeah, the digestive function of the neshama is not as great as the intellect and sight and smelling and hearing and all the higher level. V'ispashtus ikram b'shas shina. When do the digestive system work best? At the time of sleep, because the seichel, the pneumistic chayis are not revealed, so then the chitzenius chayis takes over. Right? Because the pneumius is not working, the chitzenius starts working. When the pneumius is working, then the chitzenius are backstage. Shena yoshin el meir seichel os koyach hamaychel vazon ein bispashtus kol kach. No, because he says like this. When a person's not sleeping, then Meir Seichel, then because Seichel is revealed, so the Chitzenius Dika functions, are not so great. Misad is kalusim mekerech haseichel, like ner b'fnei avuka, like a candle in the presence of a torch. A candle in the presence of a torch is bottled to the torch. So the external powers of the person, the digestive system, when the seichel is not working at night, that it works. When the seichel is working, it doesn't work. L'chein misak, if it's pashtuson, therefore it doesn't function properly. Alva b'shas eshin, at the time of sleeping. Shamistalik memshelas kerech haseichel. When the seichel stops working, then the stomach starts working, and it sends to the liver, meaning the backhanded, the chitzoniistic powers start working. Okay.
What are other 6 coverings? We spoke about the 7.
And the first base of English didn't have these coverings?
No, not as many.